We hold this camera still. I realized I haven't done one of these in a minute, which is a pop-up. Now I hope everybody can hear me. And I'm just facing this little pretty, well, two little pretty broads right here. Hold on. Okay, that's where I'm facing. That's it. And then I don't know nothing about these. Look nice, like the color, but way off there is a silver bullet, pretty ass broad. I'll find out about her a little later. I'm not gonna be out here, but very much longer. I mean, not very much longer. Whew, I'm not gonna be on here for too long. Damn, I just started the live, but I'm already talking about I'm not gonna be out here very much longer. But I hope everybody's doing okay. I hope everybody is enjoying their day, their afternoon. It was a nice. It was kind of humid up in in the NYC. We full fledged into summer, so the temps are pretty much steady being hot and humid, but at least it wasn't 100 degrees weather when our summer started. Like we pretty much went into a freaking heat wave. So it's still kind of hot. It's mild, whatever, and it's nice. It's nice. I'm not gonna say whatever. It's making it sound like I'm being so nonchalant and like I don't care, which I do care because if it dropped down to the 40s again, I'd be complaining. So do me a favor, hit the like button when you come into the room. As a matter of fact, hit the like button as you come into the room. I have two people in the room. I should see 2 likes. Y'all dig? Let me see. Is my chat on? Because let me see. Hey, cynical one, how you doing? I hope you had a beautiful afternoon, and thank you for stopping by. I'm not gonna be on here too long. I'm just gonna run my mouth for a second, and then I'm gonna get off of here. But as I run in my mouth, you can watch these. You can look at these two pretty beauties right here. So I hope, how was your day, cynical? So, and there's a lot of traffic, so you're gonna hear a lot of noise in the background. That's just NYC. You're gonna hear a lot of traffic, a lot of horns being blown, fire engines, NYPD sirens, all of that. So, but me, I've had a wonderful afternoon so far. I cruised a couple of lives, and before I had to make my trails and do what I gotta do. Hey, Hood. We are standing in front of the Aston Martin store, and we're looking at 2 cars that I'm not gonna stress about getting the money up to ever own, lease, or borrow. But we are in Manhattan, actually on Park Avenue. I'm trying to tell you. I mean, real bougie. Like, real bougie. Okay, I hate when that happens. Okay, I have an alarm in the back system that I heard, and I don't know if y'all heard, but I just heard it sounding in my ears. So hopefully y'all didn't hear that. Um, so, like I said, I cruised a couple of lives and whatever. Um, and there was a lot of discussion. It's a lot of people angry. Um, it's a lot of conversations. it's just a lot to try to decipher. I'm trying to tell you, Hood, that's facts right there. That's a big fact. So I started my YouTube cruising with the old age battle between the battle of the sexes. Da da da. The boys against the girls, the men against the women. Sometimes the men against the men. Sometimes the women against the women. Sometimes the women against the women, they don't know that they're actually happen to men. And sometimes the men against the men, they don't realize that they're helping the women. If you understand what I just said, that's a message. And my thing is, while we're barking at each other about, ah, they're not doing this and they're fucked up and and then I have everybody in their mamas want to point out what, like, I guess they're representative. They want to be representatives of speaking, like me as a woman, right? I really don't need another woman speaking in for me, criticizing me, putting me in a class of all women, because see, I don't know you. I don't know you. And the beauty of it is I don't have to stick around to really get to know you. I'm not going to insult you. That's your view. Never an insult. I'm not going to say you stupid, whatever, whatever. But what I can say is I wish there were more women that come on the front. Hey, Happy Life. Happy Life. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. How you doing, sir? I know these are beauties. I'm not going to be able to buy them. And nor if I had the money to buy them, I wouldn't buy them. I I don't covet material things like that, you know. I do have my likes, I do have my taste, and if I want to, if I really want to buy it, I'll buy it, but I'm not going to be like, "Oh my gosh." Happy Life, how about you buy me two? You buy me two and I buy you one. How you doing, Happy Life? Okay, you buy me two and I'll buy you one. Thanks for swinging through, sweetie. So what was I saying? Yes, the women that come on here and they say the problems with men, 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 and then they say the problems with women, women, women. And then I gotta talk about the men too, because y'all do the same thing, but a different way. Women, 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 men, 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 My question is it okay that we start having discussions on how we can love each other? And I was talking to a couple of my girlfriends, and I'm like, listen, I get tired of people criticizing so much about what the problem is, but it's really not kicking out any solutions, right? So and I kind of like, I listen and I'm like, okay, what's the point? Like, everybody criticizes, but nobody. I'm not gonna say nobody, because then I'm doing the same thing that I'm criticizing. But what I'm saying is, me me personally, my personality, I don't like living in problems. I like coming up with solutions. I like to sit down, let's talk about it, let's come up with a solution. Because if this continues to be a problem, I'm not gonna want to deal with it. Especially if it's a stupid problem that simple communication can just fix. Just a little patience, a little understanding. We don't have to be friends later, but at least let's have an understanding without the insults, without the Yeah, bitch, or no good, scoundrel. All that talk is for the birds. Let's come up with solutions. I'm just trying to tell you, I got 99 problems, and you know, I gotta get through them problems. I can't save the world or nothing of the sort. But I'm not gonna add to the madness of I get spewing more anger and hatred into the world. Does that make sense? I'm not gonna sit up there and keep telling you you need to hide and hide. Without giving a loving solution. It can we just try to give good advice? Like for me, right? If I know that you give me sound advice and sound criticism, and I know it's on my behalf, I might not like what you say, but I know you're telling me from a good place. And you're not telling me to be nasty, spiteful, overly criticizing that, hey, girl, my refrigerator is empty as fuck. I ain't thinking about no dude. Shit, I'll tell you a step deeper. Hood, and it's not to be nasty or anything like that. It's just the people that I'm having around me, because we can take the dude out of it. Let's just say somebody that is, you know, we're communicating. I is really no building. It's just we're in each other's company, and you're figuring me out, and I'm figuring you out. So we can take the dude out of it. So I remember that uh Hood, you remember that movie Blow with Johnny Depp? When his character George Young, he was a cocaine dealer or whatever, and it was a scene in that movie because this came out in the early 2000s, I think 2001 or something. And there was a scene that that Johnny Depp's character, Joe Young. Thank you. I'm getting ready. Okay, so I'm gonna speed this up. So he's in Colombia, and he meets Pablo Escobar for the first time, right? And the first thing, and to me, it was like it stuck in my head when the character, Pablo said, "I don't like problems. We're not gonna have problems, right? Because I don't like problems." And that stuck in my head too, because I'm like, I'm the same way. So let's communicate, let's try to figure out the problem and move past the problem so we can enjoy the rest of our day and our time together or our interactions. And that's pretty much standard, you know, getting to know me. I'm just saying. What's up, Aunt? What's good? Do you like these? You like these cars? I'm not getting them. I'm not trying to. They nice to look at. They're like guys that are gorgeous and I wouldn't even say pretty boys, but guys that they look nice. But I can't get them, and I'm not trying to purchase them. So, so that was just my little two bits. And then, like, me, I don't like a lot of conflict when it comes to, I guess, with the panels of people yelling and screaming and stuff like that. What's up, Drip? What's up? Hey. So a lot of lives I didn't stick around for because and it's not me being it's not me being cold-hearted or whatever, but some of the lives are really hard to take these days. And it's not criticizing the content creator. Listen, how the content creator, this is the facts of life. However they choose to run their panel is however they choose to run their panel. Point blank, period. If you don't like it, you are free to leave. Exit the building and go on somewhere. If you can handle it, you can handle it. So what I did was I practiced that same sentiment. I can't tell people whether they can break down on the panel or cry on the panel or confess their love for somebody on the panel. That's not for me to do. If they want to do that, fine. Unless the content creator, the panel holder, sees a problem, then I can't I can't catch subs for shit. Girl, listen, hoodie. I'm not trying to. I feel that people that are in my space and choose to subscribe, that's what they choose to do. I'm not really a good promoter of myself, right? I'm like an acquired taste. You get me, you get me, you don't, you don't. But I do appreciate and love the support because hold on, the one up front is both of them are. No, both of them are. Yeah, I'm standing right there, Aunt. So, yeah, both of these are Astons. I need to. My ass is struggling over here. I know, but don't get. I mean, you. I don't know how long you've been at it. Me, like to tell you the truth, I was getting a little frustrated, and I'm not gonna hold you. I was getting ready to shut my YouTube page down, my Twitter, my Twitch, and my Rumble because I it's like for me, it's like either you get me like even with subscribing to me, either you get me or you don't. Unless I'm that messed up, then you shouldn't subscribe to me. And I don't subscribe to messed up people. I just can't like for me for me the echoes of like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. I'm not only going to tell you to do that, but so many times, and then it becomes yeah, whatever. And I was feeling that frustration a little bit today. Like I said, I was telling a couple of people, listen, I'm going to shut both my pages down, Glow Glow and Glow Glow Vibes. I don't know about the Vibes Lounge or whatever, because of that frustration of trying trying to do this over again, building a new page. And for me, I had to keep it in mind the people that are subscribed that do tune in to me, and those are the ones I'm really here for. Like YouTube is playing so many freaking games with me about my channel. It's like I'm gonna have to structure it, but I can't please everybody. So that was my little tidbit. I was ready to shut all this down. I'm like, no, not gonna be me, because I'm not gonna exhaust myself in pleasing people that I'm not gonna meet in real life. But I'm not gonna I'm not gonna act like I don't care, because I do. I care about the subscribers, and I do care about the count, and I do care about what I put out there as far as content. So But I had that moment. I was like, let me go ahead and shut this down because my space is really not there. But I do enjoy the Vibes Lounge, and I enjoy popping up, and I enjoy more now. I enjoy more of getting comfortable enough to run my mouth. I'm just like, listen, and I have this phrase. And where we at? 20 minutes? Okay, I'm only going to be on here maybe like 10 more minutes more. And this is because I haven't done a vertical in a minute. So this is my vertical. Um, and I'm going to jump off here pretty soon. So, like I said, the lives that I was able to catch and whatever, um, I lost my train of thought with the lives. I need to stay out of chat because I was going somewhere with the point of the lives that I was visiting and stuff like that. And I forgot my train of thought. Hmm. Hold on for a second. I'll be back. Thank you, Hoodie. Oh, okay, okay. I know where I was at. Okay. Um, like me, basically, I let that content creator do what they do. But if you cross that line with me, where I feel the need that I have to strike you and flag you, it is what it is with me. But what I'm not going to try to do is control. Because it's been a lot of outbursts. It's been a lot of I love yous. It's been a lot of because you're messing with that person, I'm going to come after you. And you don't even know that person. And you don't even know the situation between two people unless you've had that talk with both parties and is able to come up with a logical assessment for yourself on who you choose to mess with and who you choose not to mess with. There's been a lot of jumping in situations that don't have nothing to do with you. But if you want to jump in, that's fine. Because remember, this is YouTube. It can be entertainment, it can be your battleground. But please remember, the energy that you sow out there will come back to you. You will reap what you sow. And some of y'all can't handle that return serve without wanting to dock somebody, without wanting to call their jobs and want to get them fired. So let's just be careful out there in those YouTube streets, you know? And like I said, I'm not telling you nothing to do. That's one thing I don't do with people. I just share a little wisdom. If you take it, you take it. You don't, you don't. And it's regarding me. Accept me, but never accept my bullshit. I don't think I am a friend if I ever ask you, nah, accept my bullshit. That's not being a friend. What I am asking of you is if you have an understanding of me, then you know not to accept my bullshit. Because then I put you in a class as one of those people that would stand by and let me fall and watch me fall, and you'll just have me fall and be like, ah, that's a grown ass woman. Mm-mm. Just like people who are close in my circle, I don't want them to fall. I'm not going to raise you because you didn't come from me. You had parents to do that. But I'm not going to let you fall. At least without, I'm not going to let you fall. I am going to try to make an effort to love you by giving you sound advice and criticism. and I take that in return because that's how I know that you love me or you like me. There you go. Whew. I'm try. Yo, hoodie. Yo, let me know when you in the NYC. Let's talk about that. Yeah. Let's talk about that. Cause I got the silver one right there. I got that silver one. I'm trying to tell you. But we're not jumping off no cliff, hoodie, okay? We can play that Thelma and Louise all we want to, but I'm not jumping off no cliffs for you. We're gonna figure out a better way to get out of our situations together. Because that's the type of 50 plus broad I am. See, let's get out of these situations together, okay? I I mean, you can't, like, I can play that simplified. I always mess up the Marines, the Marines creed, no man left behind, and I don't want to leave no man behind, no woman behind. So I'm gonna try. I ain't jumping off a cliff with you. That's just me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna prevent you from even getting to the cliff. How about that? And I guess I'll leave this live on that note. Is that okay? That's fine. I love y'all. And I hope you love me too. And if you don't, let's find a way to love each other. If we can't, that's fine. Hoodie, I love you. Thank you all that came through here. I'm getting ready to get out of here. We looked at these deficits long enough. And all of y'all have a good one. And before I before I leave y'all, there will be another pop up. It's gonna be a Vibes Lounge pop up combo, right? I was gonna do this yesterday, but I was not feeling well, so I kept it in the house. I was gonna look nice, grown, and sexy for you, and I was gonna take you on a tour. I'm gonna take you on the tour next Saturday, okay? If I'm okay, I don't got the uka akas because the uka akas are still running around. Um, so I got a pop up for y'all, and it's a special pop up because I have not given y'all any. I haven't DJ'd for y'all in the Vibes Lounge for the past couple of weeks, so I got something special for y'all. So, and I got another Let's Talk coming to you this Wednesday. So this Wednesday, a Let's Talk. This Friday, no, this Saturday, another Vibes Lounge, and it's gonna be a Vibes Lounge and pop up combo. Okay, I'm out of here. I wanted to do 30 minutes, but I said all I gotta say. I hope it makes sense. I hope I spoke what I needed to speak, and I hope the people that received it. I hope you received it. All right, y'all have a good one. Love you much. I'm out.